y'all, welcome to my channel. So today's video is going to be a Q&A on my first semester sophomore year. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Brelynn. I attend Spelman College and I'm a sophomore. So if you guys didn't know about this post, I posted it on both my Instagrams and my Snapchat. So if you're not following me, make sure you're following me. Everything will be in the video and down below. And also, I am wearing my real hair. I put it in a bun. I never wear my real hair. So just deal with it, okay?
I know my face is big. Okay.
So if I'm over to the side like this, it's because I really don't like it when you can't see the bun. I really should have done like a side bun, but that's champ. So we're just going to get into the questions. Hopefully me answering these will give you guys a perspective, if that's the right word, of like how my first semester of my sophomore year was. Okay, I love your vlog. Thank you very much. I'm living the college experience that I didn't have through you. You're blessing me. Yay, I'm so glad. Okay, next question. That wasn't a question, but I still appreciate it. How was this year different from last year so far? I actually answered this, I feel like the best way that I possibly can in my Snapchat Q&A video. So if you guys haven't seen that, I'll link it on my face. It'll be in the cards and down below. But basically I said that a lot of people are more selfish, and not in a bad way, but I think that in between freshman year and sophomore year, a lot of people took that time and really regrouped. And in general, a lot of people in the AUC, from what I have experienced, are very goal oriented. A lot of people in the AUC are very goal oriented, and so I feel like that break time, that summertime break period, people really made even more goals that were more realistic or whatever. From like, they kind of like just regrouped. And yeah. Do you think you would have made a different choice as far as living on campus? Nope. I love it. It definitely had a toll on my friendships because, as you guys know, or maybe you don't know, I'm pretty sure you do, Nicole is the only one who ended up moving off campus. It was supposed to be 4 of us moving off, but she ended up moving off with other people, and it sucks that she's like off campus, but it was better for her financially. And for me, I kind of want to stay on all 4 years, and I love my dorm, I love my room, I like its location, I love staying with Imani, we have a great relationship. So I think that this was the right choice. But if everybody would have moved off this year, like we had planned to last year, that would have been cool too. But I like where I'm at now. Now that you're a sophomore and you go to Spelman, is it easier to receive scholarships or financial aid? And how do you become an RA like Kristen? Okay, so it is easier to receive scholarships or financial aid because you can harass the financial aid office. And also, once you basically can apply for scholarships at the end of your freshman year, like during spring semester. So if you're a sophomore, most likely you've already been able to do that. So yeah. And how do you become an RA? It's a process like everything. They'll send out emails, and then you'll have an application, letters of recommendations, an interview, a couple probably of interviews, training, stuff like that. It's a pretty intensive process, but like the actual steps of the process is pretty simple. What are some things that you will tell your freshman year self? Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. Watch who you're talking to. Everybody is not your friend. Everybody doesn't need to know everything that you are thinking 24/7. Do you think that you deal with academic and social stress differently now? If so, how? That's a good question. Academically, I think that I was definitely more stressed this year. Did I handle it differently? I don't know, because I wasn't that stressed out. Okay, I would say last year, because I wasn't stressed, I was very much so like, whatever my grades are gonna be, they're gonna be, and I was just lucky. And then this year I was like, okay, I really gotta work my butt off. So I ended up being stressed. So that's like the difference. Socially, yeah, I also handled it differently, because last year I was quick, as per I always am. I'm quick to pop up off the mouth and say whatever I want to say to whoever I want to say it to, and I'll care about the consequences later, or it's okay, you just have to deal with it because that's how I feel. And like now I'm like, no, you gotta watch what you say and who you say it to and how you say it, because I don't want to lose people off what I said. Nicer way to say things. They're kind of like, it's kind of hard to explain without going into detail and getting into context, but yeah. What campus clubs, organizations are you a part of? A lot of people ask me this question, so this is the only reason why I'm going to go down the list. I'm literally going to pull up my resume and my notes and tell you guys everything that I'm a part of, because you guys don't believe me when I say that I'm very busy. But okay, I am a Spelman College student ambassador. I'm a peer assistant leader. I am the chief of staff for the Atlanta University Center Council. I am a member of the Spelman Cultural Engagement Program. I used to be on the stroll team. I used to be in Makeup Mob. I am a Ladybug mentor. I am the sophomore class council secretary. I used to be a part of Fresh, which is Freshmen Reaching Excellence with Spelman's Help. I used to be a part of the Odyssey at Spelman. I was the social media director. I'm a part of the Maroon Tiger TV. I'm on the media team. I'm the publicity and branding assistant for Miss Brelynn and I cabinet, and I'm also the Maverick Hill lead campus ambassador. Now there's other things that I do too, but as you guys heard, I dropped some things, or some things were like freshman year because there's a lot going on. So those are mainly all the organizations that I am a part of. Live off campus for your junior year, and do you think people mature in sophomore year rather than freshman year? I don't know if I'm going to move off campus. It's really between, I kind of want to be an RA. I really want to be an RA, but it's like, I don't know, because I don't know if I want to live in the freshman dorm. But I think it's a good price to pay. So I actually think I'm not only going to stay on campus, but I'll probably be in a freshman dorm. Hopefully, if I end up going through the process and I make it and stuff like that. Do people mature? Not everybody. Not everybody. It just depends. I think that you only mature after you go through certain experiences. And so for me, I had a lot of experiences my freshman year, and as well as the beginning of my sophomore year, that have helped me mature. But if I never went through any of those things, I can't say that I would have changed or matured. So other people haven't gone through those things, they probably haven't matured. Okay, so call me Brielle. I think that's how you pronounce her name. I love the name Brielle, by the way. She said, I love you, girl. I love you too. But do you feel like you have made a change or an impact on Spelman's campus so far? I hope so. I hope. But hopefully this is also not the end. Hopefully this is not the biggest impact that I have made, or that I will make. Hopefully, I can do more things. I can reach more people. I can help more people. I can inspire more people. Hopefully this is just the beginning. Hopefully. So, it's hard to find activities to do while on campus. I think you're asking, is it hard? It's not hard at all. As you guys can see by my list of activities, it's hard to find things not to do. So, what would you change and keep the same at Spelman? I feel like I answered this also in my Snapchat video, but if I'm thinking of more things, what would I change about Spelman? No, I'm thinking the same thing. Yeah, I would change the dorm situations. If every place was like a suite, and what would I keep the same? I like how the buildings are, I love the campus. I love how the campus is set up. I love how it's small. I love how it's gated. I love how you walk in and you can see where all the buildings are clearly. There's a lot of grass, open space, and I don't know. I just feel like I go on other campuses and I'm like, where campuses is like, you don't even know it's really their campus, and I don't like that about this school. So that's what I love about my school. That's what I would not change. Are there any people you had to remove from your life, and was it hard to do it? Yes. I had to remove mainly people freshman year, but that's just because freshman year you come in and you're just like, everybody's my friend, and then you're like, no, actually a couple people are my friends. So that happened freshman year, but this year people just, they're stupid. A particular person is stupid. Question is, I saw on Twitter one day you said Market Friday and Hump Wednesday has lost their touch. Why do you feel that way? Great question. So, well, you guys are going to start to see, especially my vlogs, and if you go to Spelman or Morehouse, whatever, first off, spring semester is significantly better than fall semester. And I remember people saying that freshman year, but I was like, this seems great. What's the problem? But also, I have this theory that the AUC goes through like a flip, like a turnaround where it has to like reset itself. And basically, I'm gonna be honest, one of them are the Alphas, and the Alphas make the campus. I'm just gonna put it out there because it's the Alpha University Center, and the Alphas weren't there. And so it's like Market Friday used to be like, I couldn't wait to go and see them stroll and stuff like that. And like when they weren't there, it's kind of just like, and once everybody realized they were never gonna come for the rest of the semester, it was just like, I don't know. I like it when the Greek life is popping because I just feel like it makes stuff more fun, and all the Greeks were just like in hiding, so everything was dry, just to be honest. But now they're coming back up. They're like coming and there's new people and it makes it really fun, so I will say that. My next question is, do you ever feel weird that you go to an all-girls school? No, actually. I always forget until somebody mentions it. Because, I mean, there are literally guys everywhere. There's guys on campus, there's guys in the cab, there's guy teachers, there's guys. And even if it's like, even if I go, because I have plenty of classes where it's still all girls, but after class it's like, I meet with a guy friend, or I go over to the guy's campus, or it's just, they're a part of our life. So it doesn't make me feel weird. I'm sorry, I really cannot get a full sentence out. I don't know what's wrong with a good college for photography and business. Business, definitely. I would say photography too, actually. There's a lot of people who do photography over at Morehouse. And then also, I mean, 2 words, Spike Lee. I know that's like filmmaking, but at the same time, it's like, you can do anything going to such a great school. That's how I feel. What have you learned most about yourself between freshman year and now? I have learned that I'm a very giving person. I like to give myself to people, of course in the most Christian way, but you know, I like to give myself to people. I like to really show people who I am and prove to, not even prove to them, but I'm just a very giving person. If somebody needs anything, I'm there for them, and yada yada yada. And like I said, it's been like good and bad, because I've learned that I will give to people, I give people the benefit of the doubt, and I start giving, whereas I don't make people earn me giving myself to them. And I'm saying giving myself, and that's not the right word, because that's not the right phrase, because no. But I'm not talking about boys sexually. I'm talking about like as far as my time, as far as my love, as time as my money, my resources, my car, stuff like that. I mean, like if I don't know you, but as soon as I meet you, I feel like if you're a good person, I wouldn't mind being like, hey, you need a ride here? Fine, it's whatever. But it's like, no, people need to earn that stuff, because people will take advantage of you, people will use you, and people will manipulate. Yeah, but I feel like people really try to manipulate me, and that's just something that I'm not having, or I don't have anymore. But it took me a while to even see that it was happening, which sucks, but better late than never. What is the biggest challenge you had while transitioning from a freshman to a sophomore? The biggest challenge is staying, I still wish I could go back to freshman year. Like, I like this year, but I don't know. It's just one of those things where it's like, I don't know. When I think about Spelman, I think about my freshman year. I think about HH. I think about my French freshman year, and things are not the same. It's like, oh, like I like my dorm, but it's not HH, and I'm still with my friends. We're still best friends, but it's not like how it was last year. And it's just like everything is not, nothing is the same. And so the biggest challenge that I had was realizing that things are not going to be the same. People are going to grow and disperse. And I still like where I'm at, but it's just like hard not to compare things to freshman year, because that's what I like, that's what I associate Spelman, that's what I associate college with. So that's my biggest overall challenge. My next question is, how do you like the cafeteria food? It's okay. I like the breakfast because I can get me an omelet, and I really like omelets, and yeah, so I like to go for the breakfast, and I love fried chicken Wednesday. That's my favorite. Other than that, I hate fried fish Fridays because I don't like fish, and I feel as though sometimes they're boring. But if you go consistently, you will get bored, but you will also see that sometimes they be hiding the good stuff. So it's like a give and take. I eat there a lot, so it can't be that bad. Have you been able to manage your schedule and do everything you want to? No, I had a really hard time managing my schedule this year. I wouldn't say a really hard time, but it was more difficult than it was last year, simply because I was in so many things, and I just had to tell myself, no, I'm such a yes woman. I had to be like, no, I cannot do this. I cannot do this for you, I cannot do this for you, I cannot be in this organization, it's too much for me because grades come first. And I told y'all chemistry kicked my behind this year, so I knew that a lot of my time is going to be spent on that, so I just knocked down all the activities that I was a part of. How is the Spelman church experience? That's a good question. I don't care for it. I don't care for the Spelman's church just because I feel like they try and tiptoe around, they're like non-denominational, and I've been to non-denominational churches before, but they're very much like, they will give you a speech, and it's more like inspirational speaking. They won't even open the Bible. That's when I went. I only went a couple times in the beginning of freshman year, and then I ended up going to Clark's church, and that's where I go now. And I've showed you guys my vlog before. I mean, like, they have praise and worship. Yeah, so they will do praise and worship, and they will pray for you. They just really, they use the word, like they actually open the Bible. I have to hear the Lord's word. Like, that's the point of me going to church. I need a connection, and Spelman just doesn't do that because they try and tiptoe around it. And Morehouse Church is weird. Ooh, so no, that's where I go though. So there are other places that you can go, but Spelman, it's okay. It's just not what I'm used to. Does the years of college get harder as you move up? Yes. And I also talked about this in my Snapchat Q&A. Last year there was a lot of filler classes, and this year it was like down to the grit. It was hard. It was hard. It was hard. Balance getting good grades, participating in other activities on campus. Like I said, making priorities, knowing which one is important. I'm here for my GPA. My organizations do not bump up my GPA, so if somebody's asked me to do something and I know that I need to study, I need to be somewhere, I need to whatever that has to do with school, school comes first. I just have to remind myself, which is hard, but I just have to remind myself that school comes first, and that's what I do. That's it for this video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it and you got a sense of my sophomore experience. I guess I can talk a little bit about basically all that happened, but I mean, I don't really know what to say. That's why I asked you guys to ask me the questions. But as you guys know, I did go in early because I was a peer assistant leader. That experience was subpar to me. I didn't really feel like I really got a chance to like mentor and make a difference in people's lives like how I like to. So that was okay. I did like how I was there early though because I was tired of being at home and I got to move into my dorm extra early. So NSO time was cool because like I wasn't in lockdown anymore. Let's see, after that, once classes started, everything was good. Sophomore, I am a biology major, so this year the main classes that I took biology, statistics, and chemistry. Biology and statistics both had labs that went along with them, so it took up a lot of time, even though those were just like my main core classes. And yeah, everything else is pretty like explanatory from the questions that I just answered and also through my vlog. So if you guys have any more questions, leave them down below and I'll definitely answer. Please give this a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!
Hold it, don't malicious. And the crowd goes wild.